NIA has produced 2611 plotter Tahawwur Rana before a Delhi court. Remember, Tahawwur Rana was brought to India, was deported from the US, brought here for investigation, and he is now being produced in the NIA special court at Patiala House as we speak. Visuals on your screen right now of Tahawwur Rana being produced before the Delhi court to face the court. He is under investigation for his role in the Mumbai terror attacks. The NIA team has escorted Rana to the Patiala House court right now. Visuals on your screen. Remember, Tahawwur Rana has been brought to India as the NIA is investigating not just his role in the Mumbai terror attacks, but also trying to untangle the larger conspiracy. Who else was part of this? Who supported him? How did the recce happen? Who are the Indian persons or Indian residents who were part of that entire controversy? And Srishti Ojha joins me live on this story. Srishti, Tahawwur Rana brought back to the Patiala House Court after interrogation for several days by the NIA. What more do we know? What is likely to happen today? Srishti.
Well, yes, Anisha, as we know, the Tahawwur Rana, after being extradited and arrested by the NIA, was sent to an 18-day custody of the National Investigating Agency, where the NIA questioned him, interrogated him, and also confronted him with several statements and evidences that they had as per our sources. As his police custody today with the NIA ended, he has been produced again before Delhi Patiala House Court. As we can see in the visuals, his face was completely covered with a black cloth when he was produced before Delhi Patiala House Court. He's just been brought to the court now, and he will be produced before the judge. We have to wait and watch to see whether or not NIA decides to seek further police custody to further interrogate him in his custody. We know that recently he also sought permission for a telephonic interaction with his family members. However, Delhi's Patiala House Court, after recording the opposition that had come in from the NIA, had refused to grant him that permission. The NIA had clearly stated that their investigation is at a very crucial stage, and at this point to permit Tahawwur Rana to interact with his family could have a very negative impact on the investigation, because he could pass on some information. So it will be crucial now to see what happens, considering the proceedings will be in-camera proceedings. It will be important to know whether or not the investigating agency will see further police custody. Back to you.
All right. Srishti, just one more question. A lot of interrogation has been done over the last 18 days. The NIA has been questioning Tahawwur Rana about his role, about the other persons involved, how exactly the recce was done. Do we know, do we have any information on what he has said or what information has come out?
Well, Anisha, information regarding the investigation that has been conducted by the NIA, they're likely to tell the court today how far the investigation is reached and what all Tahawwur Rana has actually said during that investigation in the last 18 days. We will try to get information, considering we can't access the courtroom hearing as of now because it's in-camera proceedings. We'll definitely try to access what exactly he said. As far as the last court hearing is concerned, we know that NIA had told court that they needed to confront him with the material concerning the recce visits that were done by him and his accomplices. And this was something that the court had also recorded while granting custody to the NIA. The court had also noted that to reach the root of the matter and to unearth the facts in this current case, there's clearly a deep-rooted conspiracy, and therefore a sustained custodial interrogation is required. We also remember the court saying that there's enough material to say that the allegations in the present case pertain to safety and security of the nation, and they therefore thought it fit to grant custody of Tahawwur Rana to NIA. So how the investigation has progressed in the last 18 days is something that the NIA is likely to tell the court today. Back to you.
Well, Srishti, stay on with me on this story. As Tahawwur Rana has been brought to the court, you can see the visuals on your screens right now. But Srishti, a lot of questions were being asked about Tahawwur Rana's relationship with the Hafiz Saeed, about how he travelled across India, about in fact, one big issue was how he came to India in 2008, how the recce was done, who are the persons who supported him. In the last 18 days that he has been under interrogation, of course, as you just mentioned, Tahawwur Rana has also moved an application seeking permission of the court to speak to his family members. In fact, one objection that the NIA had raised on this is that he had already, he may interfere with the investigation, that he has already he has already caused a lot of delays during his extradition proceedings from the US. Remember, he was brought back to India on April 10th as a major part of the conspiracy of the Mumbai terror attacks of 2008, the 26/11 attacks that had shocked India. And Srishti, if you can hear me now, what is the, do we know anything that the NIA may do today? Are they going to ask for extension of custody? Is there any information whatsoever that has come? I understand these are closed door proceedings, these are in-camera proceedings, and we do not get prior information of the application. But is there, what do we actually know at this stage?
Well, Anisha, yes, NIA, in all possibility, in all likelihood, can seek further custody because they do have some remaining days of the custody period that's allowed in these cases left with them, so they can definitely seek further custody. The custody that they, if they seek that custody, it's likely to be on the grounds of how, considering that earlier told court that there's a deep-rooted conspiracy in this case related to the safety and security of the nation, and also the 26/11 terror attacks that had taken place in Mumbai. They are likely to say that that further custody is needed because that interrogation is not complete. On last occasion, sources had also told us that Tahawwur Rana may have to be also taken to visit different locations in India. So if that is still a ground that the NIA will be, if that's still a ground that the NIA decides to take, they could also seek custody on that particular ground. As you mentioned, considering these are in-camera proceedings, we'll have to wait for a while to know what exactly NIA has said in its application if it is seeking further police custody for Tahawwur Rana. If it decides to not seek further police custody, then as the procedure goes, Tahawwur Rana will have to be then sent to judicial custody. So we'll have to wait and watch for a while to see how the proceedings exactly pan out and whether or not NIA seeks further custody, because they had on last occasion told court that they have to confront him with important material, specifically considering the recce visits that were done by him and his accomplices, because that is the one major serious allegation and ground that NIA has taken against Tahawwur Rana in the entire terror attack case, that he was also one of the persons, along with, not only did he help his co-conspirators conduct recces in India, but he'd also before the attack, he'd also himself visited India to conduct those recces to ensure not just the terrorist attack that took place in Mumbai, but also the plan was to conduct terrorist attacks in other places in the country as well. So if the investigation or the interrogation that the NIA wanted to conduct is not been completed yet, there is a likelihood that they would seek for further police custody of Tahawwur Rana.